Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about the Mandela Effect. You're certain you remember something. It could be a celebrity, a historical event, even something from your childhood. But when you go to prove it, you find that no one else remembers it. And that's when you realize what you remember isn't real. You may have experienced the Mandela Effect. Millions of people vividly remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s. But he didn't. He passed away in 2013. Others recall the Berenstain Bears spelled as Berenstein, or the Monopoly Man wearing a monocle, which he never had. Some say it's just false memories, our brains filling in the gaps. But others believe it's proof of alternate realities colliding. So is the Mandela Effect a simple mind trick, or evidence that our universe isn't as stable as we think? Let's start with the basics. Our memories aren't perfect. They can be distorted by our emotions, biases, and even the way our brains process information. This is called the malleability of memory. It means that our memories aren't fixed and can change over time. This can happen for a number of reasons. For example, when we're under stress, our memories can become fragmented. This is why sometimes you'll remember the big things that happened in your childhood, like your first day of school or your first pet, but not so much the mundane things like what you had for lunch or what you wore to that first day of class. Your brain kind of skips over those boring details and focuses on the more important things. So some say the Mandela Effect is just a result of this malleable memory. Take Mandela himself. He was a hugely significant figure in the fight against apartheid in South Africa. His death while imprisoned would have been a major news story, so it's understandable that people who were following his struggle closely at the time might have assumed he died in the 80s, when in fact he was released in 1990 and lived until 2013. Similarly, the Berenstain Bears and the Monopoly Man's monocle are examples of the details that we often fill in to make sense of the world around us. We see a bear, we think it's Berenstain. We look at a man with a cane and top hat and assume he's holding a monocle. These are just examples of how our brains try to make sense of the world around us. But if these memories are false, why do they feel so real? Why don't we just accept the official accounts of these events? Well, researchers peg this phenomenon as a result of our social brains. We're social creatures and we rely on other people to help us make sense of the world. We trust experts because they have special knowledge and experience, but we also trust our peers. If our friends and family say they remember something, we're likely to believe them, even if that memory conflicts with official accounts. In the end, the Mandela Effect is a reminder that our memories aren't as reliable as we think, but it's also a reminder that our brains are incredibly powerful and complex. We're still learning about how our memories work, and the more we learn, the more we realize how amazing our brains are. Thanks for watching.